Hello folks, Ron from Ron's Beer Reviews and Tools. We got a beer to showcase today. We're reviewing from BUZZARD Bay Brewery down in Westport, Massachusetts. This looks like a good one. Tell the story. This is a 7.4% alcohol by volume. It's Lizzie Borden, an infamous lady who took an axe to her mother and father. Yeah, I got some info here on it. In June 1st, no, wait a second. That's her life. She was born in 1980. Lizzie Andrew Borden. She was born July 1860 and died June 1st, 1927. American woman, was the main suspect in the August 4th, 1892 axe murders of her father and stepmother in Fall River, Massachusetts. Fall River's right next to Westport. I'm pretty sure they touch each other, matter of fact. The Commonwealth of Massachusetts elected not to charge anyone else with the murder of Andrew and Abby Borden. I guess the evidence was plain and clear when the axe was in her hand and it was all bloody, and I guess, I don't know if she ever confessed. I don't know the whole story. I just looked it up. Years ago, we knew about it in Massachusetts. We had talked about it in school and so forth, and through history and so forth. But there's a infamous song a poem that goes with it's kind of a baby rhyme. Basically, it goes, Lizzie Borden took an axe and gave her mother 40 whacks. Lizzie Borden took an axe, gave her mother 40 whacks. When she saw what she had done, she gave her father 41. She lived a pretty good life, it says, ignoring all the taunts and everything else. She didn't go to jail. She lived a high life until her death in 1927. So that's behind this Lizzie Borden. I guess there she is with the axe. I penciled sketch of her. And it does have some words on here. A bitter ale for a dire tale. A bitter ale for a dire tale. Some wondered if I would stop. 81 whacks is more than a act. I can't get through this. I will do this again. All right. Lizzie's famous 81 Wax IPA. And there it goes. And a bitter ale for a dire tale. Some wondered if it would stop. 81 Wax is more than axed of our cleverly use of hops. Aha, it took a turn on the ending, didn't it? Clever use of hops. They have some nice hops in this, I do know. I do have some information. It kind of, it drifts away when you don't touch your cell phone. Okay, I wanted to, I couldn't find much information on their webpage. They don't have really a user-friendly web page. They don't have just the title beers, and under that you look for your beer. They had to go searching out of their web page and found it on some other web page of theirs. But well, enough of the web page. Some web pages are a lot nice. They got headings, and you can find out about the company or beer and whatever. Sorry about these tangents. BUZZARD Bay Brewing Company at 98 Horse Neck Road. There's a nice beach down there. I think I mentioned before, Horse Neck Beach. I've been to that before. My kids were young, and that's in Westport. The phone number is 508-6. I can take my glasses. Most people put glasses on to read. I got to take my left. 508-636-2288. The number will be right there. Right there. That's the number for the brewery. They have a tap room that's also at 85 Main Street in Buzzards Bay, Mass. I never knew there was a town called Buzzards Bay. I live in Massachusetts, and never knew there was a town called Buzzards Bay. Lizzie's famous 81 Wax, this IPA, an annual brew. It has extreme, they say, this is all their words now, extreme hopping in this brew. The hops in this are Challenger, Cascade, Pepite, and it says more. It's dry hop with Citra. So you got Citra, Pepite, Cascade, Challenger, and then they say more. They don't give 100% of their recipe. Understandable. A lot of people, a lot of breweries hold it to their vest, their full recipes. Some don't, but that's another story. 7.4% alcohol by volume with 70 international bitter units. So that's up there. This is going to be a true IPA. I'm hoping it's like an East Coast IPA, being brewed in the East Coast. I like the flavors of them better. The original gravity on this, if you people that are brewing beer and ale and so forth, 16. That's all. And then we all know with the breweries, they go by the Plato scale, the larger batches that they brew. Okay, no further ado. I hope everyone's doing well in this time of quarantine. Things are opening up. I don't know when baseball is going to start. This is a farm team of the Boston Red Sox up there in Lowell, Massachusetts, near the New Hampshire border. I've been to their games probably 4 times, maybe 5, and they have a good game. They constantly have these like potato guns instead of potato. They're shooting out T-shirts constantly through the game, and they give out things. There was a wedding there one time. We went to a game. They had a wedding on the field. They're just tremendous. Talking about that because this is what my son's. It's here. He's gonna have to. I'll take it up to him. He got this when he was younger. It's autographed ball from. I don't know if you remember the Red Sox in the '90s. Probably from '87. He came on the team probably in '87. Boston Red Sox player, the catcher, John Mazzano. He was on the Red Sox, I think, and then he was on a couple other teams afterwards. I didn't follow his career that much, but he did have a strange accident that took his life. He fell down the stairs, and the way he fell, he must have was unconscious, and he fell in such a way that your stomach gets pushed in, and your next turn of your mouth, you asphyxiate. It's a big thing that they kind of teach you in hand-to-hand combat. You can kill someone with that. I won't go any further on that, but that's what happened accidentally. A lot of people, it happens to in car crashes, where they're in such a situation with their stomachs pushed in. All right, enough of that. Rest in peace, John Mazzano. I always liked the Red Sox team. I'm a fan of the Red Sox, not a deep fan like a lot of people are, but I do like watching Red Sox games, Baltimore Oriole games, Philadelphia games. What other teams do I like? Texas Rangers, I like them. I say the Philadelphia Phillies. There's certain games I'll watch them. All right, I do like hockey though. Ice hockey is the number one sport. All right, that's enough talking. Give a better look at this can. Lizzie Borden, Buzzards Bay. Very interested to try this. This is part of the 16 beer swap. 4 guys went out. We each bought 4 packs. My wife did all the buying on my part. I'm lazy, but she's always produced the beers for this channel, anyways. And 4 packs, and we mixed up the 4 packs. So it's 4 packs with individual 4 individual beers in them. Sometimes my mouth just kind of. But anyway, I think I try to talk too fast sometimes. I have to slow down. So I ended up. When it was over, I ended up with 16 different brews, and the other 3 guys, same token, they each had 16 different brews. And we've been putting them on, I've been seeing them on Facebook, Instagram, both of those places. All right, I try to put them on YouTube. I don't think those guys have YouTube channels. But anyways, back to the beer. I have the mug we got, the old Schlitz. I like the mugs because it's not going to slip out of my hand. And the crack, I do see some water vapors coming out. This is, as I said, 7.4% alcohol by volume. Oh, it's dark. I'm getting the message that the battery's not too healthy at this stage of the game. So while that head recedes, I should get a new battery. Who's in charge of the batteries here? I am. I will keep going till. All right, there's the brew. If something goes out, I'll have to change the batteries, but I'll be back. Well, look at that head on it. Tin head on it. Excuse me. We say that is 4-finger head, 3 inches. H2O. That is good. That is good. I smell. I can suddenly dry. Okay. While we have the chance, I'm going to change the batteries on this here, and we'll be back. No. All right, we're back. We had to change the batteries. The battery was going kind of low. We didn't want to die during the beer review, but this is what it looks like. The head has gone down. As you can see, that's a tan head. The brew is pretty dark, darker than I thought it would be. Got a dark orange weight to it. You can see the color. It's kind of opaque, really. Yeah, it is. You can't see through it. Well, a little. Yeah, I guess you can see through it somewhat. But it is darker than I thought it would be. The aroma is matching. What color would you call that? Coppery? A dark copper or brown? Just plain brown? Looks like a brown ale. Is what it looks like. Smells like a mild sweetness to it. Very, very mild sweetness. Piney. Get some pininess to it. And they should have with those hops in it. Picking up a fruit. Lemony lime aroma. That caramel. Sweet, I'm getting caramel, but I'm also getting the sweetness of pineapple. All right, bottoms up. Mellow. Some sweetness, a bit of citrusy, just minor citrus came and went. A little bit of bitterness. It lingers. No hot bitterness. It doesn't linger long, but it lingers enough. Getting caramel aroma and flavor. I don't know. I think I know when you're brewing home brewers brewing in, sometimes the sugar doesn't break up, and it goes to the bottom, and you don't stir it enough, and it kind of clumps up, and then like the sugar cooks. Really, it gives that caramel. It'll turn out to be like a caramel flavor and aroma in your beer. I'm not saying that's the case with this here. It's very drinkable. Nope. Making a mess. Very drinkable. It's smooth, although it's crisp in the same token. And kind of times when you say a crisp beer, it's like you're saying it's jagged, going down like a saw blade going down your throat, and yet here I am saying the same kind of, what would you call that? Oxymoron or something? Same token that it's smooth but yet crisp. It is a crisp brew. Excuse me, gonna make a little mess here. Tried to get that little bit of more in the glass. It has a crisp flavor, like a lager. Crisp. And yet it is smooth. Like sometimes you have the beers that have the oats in them. This doesn't have oats. It doesn't say it has oats or anything like that on their webpage. The mouthfeel is full. And it doesn't say it has, like I say, oats in this or any wheat for the smoothness that I'm getting. I'm getting balanced flavors. And the bitterness is there with every mouthful I take, or even a sip. I get the bitterness. Because it is an IPA. And that's what IPAs produce when you have this many IBUs in it. It is well balanced. It's a well brewed beer for sure. It's 70 international bitter units, so you are going to get some bitterness on this. This is more like a West Coast IPA. They produce some fine IPAs, and you have to have the taste buds that like that. I'm strictly a New England juice bomb kind of guy, or East Coast. IPA. But the sun is out, so I don't run too long. I want to thank Joey. Joey and the Starliners down there, down in Westport. He got these in he gave these in the swap. He lives in Westport, and he gave these in the swap. Thank you, Joey. And this is quite the can. This is a keeper can. Oh, Lizzie Borden made Fall River famous for the axe murder. But anyways, let me end it here. You should get this if you have the opportunity to get Buzzards Bay. They don't distribute it too far. I'm north of Boston, on the eastern part of Massachusetts, and we don't get it in our package stores. It stops. The distribution stops in Boston. So this was nice to receive. Excuse me, my burping combination is really good in this. It's a full mouth feel, a very flavorful beer, but it is a West Coast IPA. You gotta like those IPA bitterness flavors as it goes over your tongue, in the mouth, and then as it goes down, goes back. Your tongue is where the bitter taste buds are. Okay, what was my mouth today? I hope you are all doing well. I'm gonna end it here. So enjoy the day. There's been a lot of work going on. Work is opened up in this state. They're trying to hold it back. The governor is prolonging stores from opening up. He's ordering them not to open up. I don't know how many more days, but I worked today, and I don't understand it. It was a busy day, and a lot of people were. Whether they're listening to the governor or not, but I don't know why he's holding back on what he's doing. It's probably because the city of Boston has so many cases and deaths in it, and it's possible that it was due to being a sanctuary city. The mayor made it at that time. But I won't get into the politics at all. But because of the high numbers, maybe this is why the governor is being conservative on what he's doing of opening things. So I shouldn't go knocking on without really knowing the circumstances. Just saying, many states have opened up, and he's holding back in Massachusetts. But we're getting there, and we will get there. We will be back to making America workable and people working. Well, anyways, have a good day, folks. If you're going to drink, drink responsibly. Don't drive. Kids underage, don't drink alcohol. Ciao.